My father is a storyteller. When my sisters and I were younger and a lot cuter, we would gather on his bed, cocoon ourselves in his duvet to await a bedtime story. On his words, we would sail with the Argonauts to the warm lands of ancient Greece, fly with Valkyries to the great halls of Asgard. We'd even imagine ourselves riding Sleipnir across the ice and snow. Okay, I'm gonna start now. Sorry. Woo! My father is a storyteller. When my sisters and I were younger and a lot cuter, we would gather on his bed and cocoon ourselves in his duvet to await a bedtime story. On his words, we would sail with the Argonauts to the warm lands of ancient Greece, fly with Valkyries to the great halls of Asgard. We would wonder at the beauty of mermaids, fairies, unicorns, and shudder in the face of frost giants, minotaurs, and gorgons. We'd even picture ourselves aback Sleipnir, Odin's eight-legged rainbow horse, galloping across the ice and snow. His words were magic, and he was the bearded wizard. Stories of Father Yule and the first Christmas tree enchanted us, enchanted me. His stories of the tooth fairy's glittering tooth castle in the air, and the strange love that bore Ostara's Easter hare made me believe for much longer than I would care to admit, and not just for my sister's benefit. He told us stories of his life, of battles overseas, degrees from university, nights where he had wrestled with a bear, helped others doing what was good and fair. And we believed him once more because to us he was stronger than Heracles, smarter than Odysseus, and even braver than Thor. And when I became too old for bedtime stories, my father introduced me to a world of witchcraft and wizardry, patronuses and potions, dementors and Death Eaters. And when I grew tired of the world of muggles, I could always find solace between the covers of a book, magic in its pages, a friend in its spine, and an old friend in my dad. Book after book, series after series, words brought us closer than ever. And although many were bestsellers, it felt as though those words were strung together exclusively for us. A secret for you and I to share. Words were my refuge, my means of escape from the realities of my life. But I know now that I've never been to Hogwarts, Asgard, or ancient Greece. They were only ever elaborate dressings of the mind, created by the mind as it interpreted sounds and symbols from a page. Time passed and I grew up, but year after year you told stories about yourself, each one more ridiculous than the last. And I began to see that your life story was full of plot holes. I know that you never fought overseas and that you don't have a genetics degree. I know that we're not descendants from Vikings with blonde hair and that your ribs weren't bruised fighting a bear. What made you tell those stories, I don't know. Did you need to be the hero? Did you need to make up that stuff because to you we weren't good enough? We were your family and I was your daughter, but to you we were only characters in your story, actors in your production missing lines and cues because we didn't have the script. And when I was hurt and alone, I didn't need space away from a brooding anti-hero. I didn't need rescue from a brave superhero. I didn't need a storyteller. I needed my dad. Because I'm your daughter and I don't want to be a part of your story. I want to be a part of your life. Wow.